unsatisfying.
Okay, we're live.
I'm just checking to see if we are.
We totally are.
I like how we're talking like people are already watching.
They totally are.
That's usually what you're supposed to do, I think.
Yeah. Shh. Sorry. There we go. We're just checking, folks, to make sure that this is working. Don't. Shh. We have another person. Yasmin, come over because you'll hear her like laughing in the background. So this is like leaning there. Yeah. That's Yasmin. This seems to be working. I can't hear if there's sound though. Is there volume?
That's usually what you're supposed to do.
Oh.
Oh, sweet.
Okay. See, now I just told you to shh again and then. Okay, but now shh for real. Okay. Hello, folks. Welcome to our live stream to promote our Indiegogo campaign, Cali Balloon Films. California Balloon Films. Here we are I'm J.S. Johnson.
And I'm Chris Shalom.
Welcome to my my humble abode. You may have seen it already if you were watching the other video or whatever. So this is our live stream for Space Rippers. We just released our Space Rippers Indiegogo. Is that not exciting or what?
It is exciting or what?
Yeah. Yeah. So go do it. It's in, go give us money. It's in the description right below. See it right down there. I think it's working. Yeah, it's there. We have a description with the link and everything, so you can go give us some money. So we thought we'd do like a little bit of a live stream or something. I like doing live streams because I love to listen to myself talk, obviously. Well, it's funny because the image is up right now and I'm just staring at myself the whole time. And Chris has a yellow shirt on, so it's like really hard to look at me, but I'm trying extremely hard to keep my eyes right on myself. On the prize, as they say.
And I don't like live streams.
Yeah. So what I was going to say is that this is kind of a celebration to finally getting up this Indiegogo campaign. We've been working on Space Rippers now for how long? Not very long.
Well, in different versions, because when we first started Space Rippers, it was a movie called Hell Hack, and it was like Risky Business meets The Gate or something. Like it was about this it's about this like kid that's that's forced to like watch his rich parents place for the weekend, and he's like a hacker, like a real old school like 90s hacker, like Angelina Jolie hacker's hacker, and he like hacks on the weekend, and his parents like tell him before they leave, they're like, no hacking, and then he immediately starts hacking, and then he like hacks into hell and releases all these demons, and also his like sister comes by and she has sex with the ghost of herself from the future.
So we're talking about the movie that
we're not making.
We're not making.
Just to clarify.
But that sounds pretty awesome as well.
So yeah. So don't steal that. No, do steal that idea. If
yeah.
Someone wants to make that movie, please do. That would be amazing. I would like to watch it. But in any case, so that project was kicked around for a while, and then JS just one day had a flash of what we'll call insight, and got the idea to set it in space and make it about what it's about now. So it underwent a metamorphosis, but I guess since it became Space Rippers, since the project was Space Rippers, it's probably been, I don't know, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months.
Really, that's it, eh?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just sharing this all. So, one more second. Yeah. Well, I think the original email I sent, we really wanted to make like a really silly kind of horror slasher splatter fest type of 80s gore movie, and so yeah, like Chris said, we were working on that other movie for a while, but I still wasn't 100% sold on it. I always like a little more high concept idea in the movie. I wanted like something a little more to it.
More high concept than a guy hacks into hell, just so we're clear. Anyway, sorry, go on.
But that's what was bugging me, and there
was something like, ordinarily when we start with the project, we're like, we go pretty hard right from the start, and like we do a lot of work right away, and we have a lot of like way too many ideas right away, but we're implementing all those ideas right away, and then everything fails because we're doing too many things. But that hadn't quite happened in that way with with the original version with Hellhack. So I think we both kind of knew that there was just something missing there. And then when JS like sent an email about this, the new idea about Space Rippers, which was just like a 2-line kind of synopsis of what it might be instead. Then it was like that. Then we had hundreds of ideas right away, and we were doing stuff right away and working on things right away. And we, like, I don't know when I wrote the first vomit draft of the script, but that was like not long after we got a lot done very, very quickly. And so it had clicked there. It was like the right idea now.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think in the original email I said it was Dark Star meets The Evil Dead meets Pirate Radio or something.
Yeah,
That
that's
was the
right.
first
Yeah.
email.
Yeah.
I was like very excited about that. Dark Star is a very funny movie. Have you actually ever watched?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I like mosquito bites. Like
I was just itching
5
one on my
mosquito
back.
bites.
And
But I
isn't it
haven't-
too early in the season for mosquitoes? Don't they come in the summer, like the hot summer?
It seems to. I haven't seen any mosquitoes, but I
Ah,
feel
bed
the
bugs. Yeah,
Could be bed bugs.
yeah.
Caroline.
She knows it. So yeah, we wanted to do this live stream just to kind of, talk a little bit about what we were doing, and like kind of some of our perks are maybe a little bit confusing as well. So we thought we might just clear up some of the perks because we decided to go with a bit of a different kind of perk idea for this movie, like a perk concept for our Indiegogo campaign, rather than giving perks that we pay out much later down the road, like when the movie's done or something. Our perks this time around are like instant gratification perks where you can give us $25 and you get something like in a month rather than
Instantly
in 4 years. Yeah, instantly in a month, which is somewhat because of our other Indiegogo campaign. And if anyone's tuning in from that who gave money to that, just so you know, everything's in the works. You should have received an email telling you you're getting your perks right away. But we had so many perks that were like, so long, like you don't get anything for like 3 years or something. And because the movie, our movie that we did last time has been taking so long to finish for various reasons, people are left with nothing, which is kind of sad. And they will get their perks eventually when we finish the movie, but it's kind of sad that they gave 3 years ago and now they have to wait until the movie's done to get their perks. I don't know, that kind of makes me sad.
Oh, absolutely. Well, and I think another sort of impetus behind the idea of having a new approach to perks here was that like a lot of what we're doing with Space Rippers is really rooted in the idea of like analog and like the physical. Like obviously we're doing. If you check out the page, you'll see composited like miniature effects to achieve the spaceship shots, and you'll see some physical gore stuff from our makeup artist, and so we're all about physical effects, and we're trying out a lot of new things. We're gonna have some wire work, we hope.
Oh,
which is
yeah.
gonna be pretty crazy, and
Yeah,
hopefully, well, we'll be hanging ourselves from the wires first to make sure it's not instant death.
Are we? I just thought we would put them up and film it if they fell.
Right,
It'd be great.
then we'd have some gore effects. No, but so kind of there's that motivation too. I think behind the idea of having physical perks is that we're basing this film on a lot of physical ideas. Like our campaign is very heavy on the idea of VHSs, and we're sending VHSs to people and floppy disks and a lot of physical stuff. So we wanted to have perks that kind of match that like 80s feel, like something that so many people talk about when they lament kind of the loss of VHS and the closing down of rental stores, and even perhaps the loss of Blockbuster and things like that. It's the idea that you can't what you don't get with Netflix, you get to browse forever, unfortunately, for far too long before you find something. But you don't get that sense of like walking down and being able to like pick something up and look at it and look at how awesome it is and see the backs and sides and feel it and know that other people have like held that same like movie and stuff and looked at it and see where people have like drawn on it. Maybe there's an old sticker or whatever.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And so like our movie kind of like harks back to the kind of movies that you tended to watch that have that feel to them, which is like, you know, you go into the back of your video store and find like Your or like Deathstalker.
I'm glad that you brought up Your first. Nice.
Nobody else is glad. So that was a big idea behind the physical perks anyway.
Yeah, and that's physical and the instant gratification part about it too. Yeah, is that, you know, you're getting something right away, and the social aspect of it too. That's something with our perks, and like you were talking about with when you get like a physical VHS or something, you get to see like, you know, what. Well, that's a bad example, but like, you know, what stickers people have put on it, and like if you go to the video store, you can like go and ask the person about it, and it's like.
And this person obviously thought like this was a new release sticker, right? I assume.
I believe so. Yeah.
So
yeah.
like they thought it would be funny to do like a Pinocchio nose.
Yeah. And that's fun, and that's like that's what Space Rippers is really about. And
Pinocchio, I meant Rudolph. Sorry, go
on. And that's what, like we were talking about with the physical and the instant gratification perks, is that they're all about like they're all physical things. I don't think we have a digital download one on there, do we? And normally, you know, that's a perk type of thing, which is a good perk to do. But for us, it was more about the physicality. So like our things like our B movie cards, which aren't very clear on there, and hopefully we'll clear it up when we actually have images of our B movie cards, which are, you know, trading cards in, you know, formatted similar to like a movie case with, you know, the normal movie backing and everything, VHS case, right? So the idea behind those is that we'd give them out, or we'd put them on, you know, a front desk of a video rental store. There are very few video rental stores left out there, and people could take them and trade them, and, you know, that's lofty goals, but that's the fun idea behind that, is that again, just creating physical things. And same thing, we've got 2 VHS tapes that we'll be selling, and or perking, not selling, perking, percolating. That was really funny. Where was it going? Yeah, and like even Chris mentioned, we have floppy disks, and that's another really cool. I'm pretty excited about that one. But basically, the video on it is pretty unwatchable. What it's about is just having a physical idea behind a movie. So the movie, all of our movies are available for free online, and they can always be watched. But again, that's like saying with Netflix, that's lacking that social aspect and that physical aspect. And we still want to continue to release movies for free online, but we want to try to link the real world and the online world together to make something fun and exciting, and something that, you know, isn't just hunched over a computer. That's what I was doing there. I was hunched over a computer. No, you still can't see the computer. But rather than being hunched over a computer and just, you know, looking and typing away, it's having a, you know, a B movie card or something you can still see and interact with.
All you got to think about is like my roommate was clearing out her big thing of VHSs, which had just been like languishing in a side closet for a long time, and she was getting ready to take them to her parents because she didn't want to get rid of them. But like she had like the big like the VHS of Titanic, the like 2 VHS.
It's a sad
thing, and like just seeing it like instantly like made me flash back to like all my other friends' houses that like had that VHS, and especially this very old friend, this girl that like me and her were friends when we were like 1 year old in Canmore, Alberta, and I hadn't seen her for 10 years, and then when I was 11 or 12, we met up with our family again in Canmore again, and she had Titanic on VHS. And had like just bought it and was really excited and like made me watch some of it, and I was like, no, I don't want to watch it. That's girl stuff, you know. But instantly, like being able to see that physical thing, like flashed me back to all those things, and made that like a really clear and present memory, which I know for certain is not the case when I see like Titanic on Netflix or something.
Yeah.
It's like, because it's like a new Netflix cover, and it's just like Kate Winslet's face, and it's like it's not the same. It's not a. Even though all these VHSs of Titanic were like different things, I still have a connection to that one like object that I've like fetishized in my memory. It's so cool.
Well, it's interesting too, specifically with Titanic, because I had the same, well, my family had the same box set, and I was a young guy at the time, right? As young guys are at the time, and obviously was interested in young ladies at the time. So there was one part of the tape that was watched a lot more than the rest. So when you would watch it back, it would get like a little bit wavy and everything. But it's a really funny idea that like DVDs don't even have that now. Where when you watch it, you're like, oh, well, this part was watched a few times. And it's like giving a bit of, you know, it's like, it's making the movie yours, right?
Yeah, totally.
Maybe
yeah.
in that case, it's not the most positive way of making it yours, but
if there were pages of a book, too,
yes,
were like,
that's the similar idea. Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. Where they're dog-eared or whatever. And
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exciting stuff. It's fun.
Are there other perks to explicate?
Yeah, let's see here. We just have it open here. I'm just going to see if we have anyone. If anyone wants to comment, our one viewer, which is me, I think myself.
And I.
And I.
De La Soul has a new album coming out that's unrelated.
Who is this?
De La.
Did I close down the...
Me, myself, and I.
Oh, it's open there. So yeah, so also we have obviously we have our VHSs, and you know we'll be working on them as the campaign's going. We have our nice brand new VHS tapes here. Look at that, just waiting to be added to. Like, see, you can't see because I'm wearing a black shirt.
Yeah.
See, look at that. Oh, I'm quite excited about that. See, oh yeah, except for a couple were broken. So.
You repaired a VHS tape, right?
I repaired one the other day, yeah. I felt really good. It felt like I was saving that movie from, like, extinction. Not that it would be. It's probably on DVD or digital somewhere. But that's my own romantic way of looking at it. So, yeah, we have that. And unfortunately, they're not going to be sleeves. The VHS tapes won't be sleeves. They'll be clamshells. So there's an example. We don't have the artwork printed yet. So sorry that we can't show you that, but nice clamshell cases.
Which is how you know it's a special edition.
Exactly, yeah. No one wants a sleeve.
Yeah.
So Android Night Punch will be coming in this beautiful clamshell on this VHS tape. And I've touched this one now. So when you're watching it, you'll Jason touched it. Right?
That's not good. What you're advertising.
I like how I have to keep like smelling it still. Is there a smell to like a VHS tape? Is there a smell to analog video? Do you have like a sensory
the only smell I can think of is when it would catch the tape and like fuck it up, and then there'd be like a spark or something would burn.
Oh, so it's like the burning plastic or like whatever type of smell. Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know new VHS smell because we never bought like new VHSs. We always bought stuff in garage sales or from the video rental stores or whatever.
But even that, like, did VHS? I guess video rental stores didn't. They just had kind of a sweaty smell. Some of them did, at least. Okay, so yeah, so that's that. Other perks we're doing, obviously we have a $1 perk. We were like struggling to figure out if we wanted to do a $1 perk. I still think $1 perks are good. No one ever does them though. Like no one buys them from what I see. But yeah, $1 perk, you get to be in the ending credits for $1. You don't get an IMDb credit though, or do you? No, we're not gonna have 100 people in IMDb. No, I don't think we specified that. Yeah. We don't like to work a lot. This is also part of the like instant gratification thing, is that we don't want to do work. So we're like, just, although it's like a ton of work just to get these things ready. So $1 perk, you get, I'm just going to read it. So you could just go read it yourself. Yeah. Okay. So you get to be a seater in the ending credits. So hopefully like 1,000 people do it. And then we have like this big list like this at the ending credits of seaters.
Which will be perfect because the rest of the credits will be like Chris Shalom, J.S. Johnson, Chris Shalom, J.S. Johnson. So it would be good to have some other names.
Even though they're all under like one.
Yeah.
So that's a fun one. $1. $1 does actually help. So don't be afraid of doing $1.
We only need 10,000 of those.
10,000 people. If 10,000 people, that's it. That's like the amount of people.
And then we'll need to put the movie on a double VHS.
Yeah. So next one is the torrent handle. So you also get your credit as a seeder. But we're also going to put you in the movie, your name or your torrent handle. You could just give us like your handle name, like Orlando Quinn is mine. What's yours?
The first Boy Scout, but only because the last Boy Scout was taken. It's always taken everywhere. I thought I'd be like super cool by referencing this, the Shane Black movie that no one's heard of, but it turns out people have heard of that major Hollywood.
Well, that's and then everyone who's heard of it also thinks like,
Yeah.
oh wow, this is awesome. Mainly only because of Bruce Willis dancing at the end. Right?
Yeah,
That's probably the highlight.
And his dick was stuck in the chicken line. That's one of the all-time.
Well, there is some
there are
like
a few.
really good
There are a
lines
few.
actually. Now
We're
that I
getting
think
we're getting we're getting our asses kicked by the inventor of Scrabble.
Yeah. Or like even in the beginning when he's getting beat up by oh no. Okay, never mind. I just ruined this like reminiscing here. Okay, so yes, you get your name or your torrent handle or handle of any case will appear on a screen in the movie.
That's what
Just
a
in
screen
case
is.
you know what a screen was, it'll appear on the screen, and you'll be a downloader or a seeder. No, a leecher.
In our high tech futuristic like torrenting sequences.
Yeah,
So
which
they
will
should
just be
pretty
CTR monitors.
Yeah.
Because obviously in the future, that's what it's going to be. Okay, so you're probably not going to hear it because someone's running the water in my apartment building right now. No, not you. It's okay. It gets really loud. Actually, we're not getting any green dots from it, so maybe I'll keep talking. So what the hell is a B card? Yeah, again, B cards. I'm answering the computer. B cards are trading cards that will have a link to the movie on the back. It'll also have a nice never before seen. Oh, we should have put that on there. Never before seen poster of the movies. Oh no, that's a lie because the Android Night Punch one has been seen. But anyway,
some never
before seen posters on the front, and then a link to the movie on the back.
Actually, we also have to add that the special edition Double Team D card links to a again
very
never before seen exclusive. Well, we can't say what it is.
Yeah, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
If you want to do some searching, you won't find anything because we haven't posted about it. So yeah, those are really exciting, and we hope like later on that we can, if these work out, we can further develop these, and we have more editions of the cards. So the grand scheme and the grand hope is that there'll be like 20 truth cards, some with just one character on it, some with the poster on it, some with original new drawn art for it and everything, so that people can share them and collect, and that will never happen. But
and then they'll
in
have
a
like
happy mind it will.
then we'll add mana and like power and toughness and casting costs, and eventually we'll just like take over the trading card game scene.
Basically, we're
Wizards of
trying
the
to
Coast,
become.
we're coming for you.
Yeah. Fuck you. Wizards of the Coast. Fuck you. Sorry, I'm just refreshing to make sure no one commented. No. That's happy. So we have the
Beat cards.
no, we just did the B cards. The floppy disks. We already talked about them a bit, but yeah, just plain and simple. They're gonna be a floppy disk. You don't get a case with it or anything like that. It's got a nice printed label on it, including the thumbnail image. Basically, it'll be the thumbnail image from YouTube. Sorry, they'll be featuring the Creep Miss shorts. And the shorts that we choose that you get are of our choice because some of them we don't actually have permission to release them that way, only on YouTube. I don't think I told you that. We didn't get proper rights to some of the movies. Anyways. So, yes, VHS. Floppy disk home video.
Which, as far as we know, is like the only time that this has ever been offered by anyone because it's stupid. So.
Yeah, it's on April Fools, the Astron 6, the great minds behind Manborg, posted an April Fool's joke about releasing Manborg on, just in case.
And see Manborg
Manborg.
if you have.
Yeah, watch this movie, by the way. Yeah, the Astron 6 are doing amazing things. So they posted this post with Manborg on a floppy disk, and they're like, for a limited time, you can get Manborg on floppy disk. And then they later said it was...
And we were like, oh, fuck, they beat us to it.
Yeah, kind of crushed, right? Later we found out it's an April Fool's joke, so not even they
are silly enough
to
release something
on floppy disk. So there, touche.
We really tag teamed that.
Fuck you, Astron 6. just kidding.
I don't condone that comment.
Okay.
Moving on.
Moving on.
VHS your heart out.
Okay, so we've already talked about this. VHS of Android Night Punch. Quite excited. It's going to be pan and scan, 4:3 aspect ratio. It bugs me now. Some of these new VHS releases. It's good. I love that people are doing VHS releases, but I'm going to call this person out just because I really like the movie, actually. So, zeros and ones. It's pretty exciting. Chris, please. It was actually really cool. I got it from Wild Eye Releasing. Go check them out. They have a few VHS releases. It was a really cool movie, and it was really cool that they did it on VHS. But they kept it in 16:9, and that really bugged me because how many widescreen VHSs were out there? It's like a handful. You can count them on like two hands. And then two more.
You know what was, as far as I know, and I'm sure this is completely wrong because this is pre-internet knowledge, but as far as I know, The Insider with Russell Crowe was only released as a 235 VHS.
No way,
and
really?
We rented it, and we were like, well, we can't fucking see this because our TV is like 20 inches. And we couldn't watch the movie. It's really depressing.
Well, I remember Broken Arrow. I remember renting Broken Arrow on VHS, and in the VHS they started it out in 235, and then they and then as the movie started, the bars went away and it became 4:3.
Yeah, and they used to do that for like the start and the end.
Yes,
sometimes.
yeah,
Remember, like
which
when
was
they did
great.
The last shot would go into Animorphs.
Yes, I forgot about that. Yeah. But I remember watching it, and my mom's like, "Oh, great! They're cutting off the heads in this one." I loved that. So, anyways, Android Night Punch is going to be 4:3, and pan and scans too. So you're going to see that like awkward movement.
You're going to explain what pan and scan is now.
You don't think people know what pan and scan is?
I think some people know what pan and scan is.
I'm just going to go to Wikipedia. Pan and okay. Pan and scan is a method of adjusting widescreen film images so that they can be shown within the proportions of standard definition 4:3 aspect ratio television screens, often cropping off the sides of the original widescreen image to focus on the composition's most important aspects.
And because the composition's most important aspects aren't always in the dead center of the screen, it's sometimes necessary to pan and scan either to one side of the image or the other to make sure that the most important elements are on the screen.
So the one I remember the most of being the most distracting was the Ghostbusters.
Oh, really?
Those ones always like stood out for me. And what you'll notice when you're watching it is that, so the frame is shifting within a pre-existing frame. So the vanishing point isn't actually resetting because it's still within the same frame. So you get this like really weird, kind of strange digital feeling as it's moving because it's not readjusting the actual focal point of the whatever you call it, of the optics.
You know what the one was for me was Pulp Fiction. I'd only ever seen on VHS for years and years and years and years. And like when I first saw Pulp Fiction was the movie that made me want to be like a writer and director. So it was like important to me, and I knew it very well. And which I know is very original sentiment for people of our generation. Anyway,
There's a fun story after that.
So in the start when Jules and Vincent go up and there's like Brett and Flock Seagulls and everyone and they shoot them all in the apartment and whatever and take Marvin away. When like Flock Seagulls is on the couch and he's talking to Brett and there's this what I later discovered was like a wide 3-shot with Vincent in the middle, Brett on one side and Flock Seagulls on the other lying on the couch. And when he shoots Flock Seagulls on the couch, it did this like extremely quick, what I did not know then as a pan and scan, did an extremely quick like move over so that we could see that he was who he was shooting on the couch. And so for like years and years, I always thought that what was actually pan and scan was like a part of like Tarantino's like film grammar, and that he was doing this like kooky move the same way that he did other kooky things like the B square thing or whatever. Yeah. I thought that it was like part of what he was doing to be like a quirky filmmaker and stuff. And so that like for years I didn't know that it was just pan and scan, and Tarantino probably hated the fact that
that had to happen to his thing. Or did he? Well, I mean, like,
he probably thinks pan
yeah, he probably thinks that's pretty cool. Yeah. Maybe not cool. Yeah. Well, anyways, it's funny. So going back, you mentioned that it's not very unique to have Pulp Fiction and Quentin Tarantino to be your inspiration to be a filmmaker. I remember leaving high school, and a very important teacher to me, Rick Gaudio, who actually helped support our last movie on Indiegogo, so thank you. Yeah. He warned me. He's like, you're gonna have a lot of awful people there who just want to get ahead, and then he's like, you're also gonna have a lot of people that think they're really hot shit because they like Quentin Tarantino. And
here we are.
Yeah, we're both sides. Right? Yeah.
Which one am I?
You're the guy who likes Quentin Tarantino, and I'm the hot shit.
Oh, we should watch Sudden Death.
Yeah, or Firewalker.
No.
Slightly racist film.
Next perk.
Completely. What happened to her? Oh, that's okay, so we have a double VHS, a double feature VHS. Oh yeah, go grab that one. Yeah. So this is fun. We're having so it'll be Android Night Punch, and it'll be Cali Balloons, which is our first short film that we all made together, the Cali Balloons team. And it'll be a double feature, much like this.
So cool.
Yeah, except for it won't be a big box. I'm sorry. It's again going to be a clamshell, but it'll have some fun artwork that you're never going to see anywhere else. So you'll be one of the few who will own that. We should add that in there too. So that's cool. It'll be a double feature, so you can see our crappy action movie and our interesting other movie.
But you know what's great about it as a crappy action movie, and why that's the perfect way to describe it, is that the action is actually fine and fun to watch. It's everything else that's crappy, and that's exactly like it's Sudden Death or something.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Well, except for yes.
Well, maybe Sudden Death's not a perfect example because Sudden Death has its own charms.
it's like a bad Roger Corman action flick or something.
Yeah.
It's like a bad canon, like a really bad canon film.
Yes, really bad.
Yeah, like a really bad canon film. I was watching. What was I watching today? Beyond Space, or what's the one that the poster you sent me? That's a big inspiration for our poster. Beyond Space something. It's a Roger Corman one. Anyways, regardless.
Oh, Battle Beyond the Stars.
Battle Beyond the Stars. I don't know why. Anyways, it's free on the internet. You can go watch it. I don't think it's legally free. I don't condone that though. Or do I? It's just so funny. Did I skip one? Okay, so that's our $50 perk. $100, you get to come to the premiere of Space Rippers. No, not the premiere. No, it's not the premiere. Sorry. You get to come to an exclusive cast and crew screening of it. Because, I think a tape just ran out over there. You could probably hear it on the... You could take a break, Yasmin. You can just sit down and relax. Take some stills of us for the
Sure.
we got an Instagram now. Yasmin
Right.
has come. Sorry,
Hi.
we're gonna get back to this. Yasmin has come along and she's helped us out with a lot of these like really crappy little bits and bobs that we've been doing in terms of trying to finish up April and getting Space Rippers on the go here. So she's come on and she's got us some great locations for some awesome events that we'll be announcing very soon.
Budget locations.
Yeah, budget locations, but it's great to have someone on board to do those sort of things because obviously when we're trying to finish two
We have
films.
too much to do.
Yeah, exactly. So anyways, just a good Yasmin who popped in a little bit earlier has done a really good job of doing that. So yeah, now we're also going to have an Instagram thanks to her. So $100, yes, come to the exclusive cast and crew screening of the movie. So you're going to meet all of the crew, all the cast, all of Chris and I, Yasmin as well. And just hang out and watch the movie. Again, it's not going to be like a public screening, so you'll be seeing the movie before everyone else does, which...
And probably like a long time before everyone else.
Yeah, because I don't know how many people are aware how long it takes to like sell and get a movie out there so that you can actually see it. But it takes a long time. So that's kind of fun. Do you get anything else with that? No, of course not. That's more than enough.
We'll buy you a drink.
Yeah, we will. We'll probably buy you a drink.
Yeah.
$350. Executive producer. You get a credit. And you get to also come to the cast and crew screening. That was a last minute update.
Because you'll be crew.
Yeah, you will be crew because you're an executive producer.
And that's a real credit, obviously, an IMDb credit.
Yes. That's an IMDb credit. Cool. So that's $350. $500 is pretty darn exciting. $500, you get our kind of test model that we've been using to shoot a bunch of test footage for this campaign, and obviously for a bunch more things afterwards, hopefully. So Kieran McGreal, who we've always worked with, is doing our spaceship effects, and he's built this very cool little model, very small though, but very, very cool model of our Ripper, the Space Ripper. Yeah, it's yours. For $350, it's yours. But not
$500, it's yours.
For $500, it's yours. And not only that, you also get a DVD including all of the footage that we've shot thus far with that ship, and you can use it any way you want.
Which is a lot, actually.
Yeah.
We've been doing a lot of testing, and we're still going to be doing a lot more before we get our full-size model built. So there's a lot. Yeah.
That's kind of exciting. That's kind of cool because you can use that any way you want. We'll probably send it in like green screen format too, so that you can actually crop it out and put it any way you want. You can use it as a flying car
With no wheels.
no wheels.
Or-
You could use it as a plane, a normal plane, not a space plane.
And that also includes everything from the previous perk, the
Yes,
executive officer.
you're also an executive producer. Wow, you get a lot for that. I would buy that like in an instant. Chris, would you buy that?
We should have made it more money.
Yeah, we should. So for $1,000, you're getting something extremely special.
And
something
this is
very close to my
This is
heart.
something, if you've seen anything like this on any other Indiegogo, I will eat my hat, but only
Yeah.
because I don't own one.
And he will also eat my hat. Okay, so for $1,000, what you get is the unreleased cut of Truth, which is a 2-hour-long version of our first feature-length movie that we did as Cali Balloon Films.
And it's an even better value because it feels like much longer.
It feels very long. So this is the movie when we released it, how long was it? An hour and a half?
No, it's an hour and 99 minutes.
Yeah. So this is 2 hours. So you get
At least
2 hours. So nobody else gets this. This is going just to you. And added bonus is you're free to do with it as you please. There's nothing written on the front of the video that says, warning, if you copy this movie, blah, 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 blah. And there's nothing written on the end, please don't copy this movie. We're not going to say torrent it, but, if anything happens,
It's what you said is logically sound.
Thanks, man. I didn't work on this pitch at all. So anyways, that's pretty cool though. That to me, that's heartbreaking. Not heartbreaking, but like that's like a big thing. Because I've ever since we cut half an hour from the movie, I've been thinking about ways to re-release the movie to make us more money. And so to just give it away, I mean, we're not just giving it away, it's $1,000, but to not have control of it is quite exciting and scary at the same time.
And so to clarify, like what's missing also from the version of Truth that you can see online is like an entire third act essentially. So it's not like this isn't like a cut with like a few extra things and some alternate angles and stuff like that. Like this is 25 minutes or so of the movie that's actually missing off the end with like a completely different ending, completely different conclusion.
Totally changes the movie.
Yeah.
Completely
it's
changes the
different.
movie. Yeah. So, and that's yours, and you can do with it as you please. I really hope whoever gets it just like torrents it, though. That would be ideal.
But they wouldn't steal a car.
Or a bear. We're out of beer, aren't we?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, that's it. That's the perks. Yeah.
There is one other perk that we can probably talk about now, which is the t-shirts.
Oh yeah. So yeah, you start on that one there. Let me just share that thing one more time before we.
Yeah, please do. Yeah, so we're not offering this right off the top because we want to see how the campaign goes. But essentially, obviously, like one of the things that we'd be super excited about is to do t-shirts for Space Rippers. Obviously, you can see my nifty Truth t-shirt right here, and in our video at the top of our Indiegogo campaign, you can see our Android Night Punch t-shirt, I think, is being worn by me, Jason, not representing at all,
Just
representing fall colors and hipsterism at the moment. So yeah, once we hit a certain milestone with our Indiegogo, we're going to be releasing Space Rippers t-shirts with currently unreleased imagery. You can see the Space Rippers logo, and they'll be super like old style, vintage, like poster style t-shirts, and just super cool stuff. So I'm really hoping we get there because I want one of those t-shirts for myself as soon as possible. I might even contribute to the campaign,
which is actually against the terms of use. So that's perfect.
Mm-hmm. We'll pretend I never said that. Actually, I was just looking at a campaign where the guy contributed $1,000 to his own campaign.
Really?
Yeah.
It's against the terms of use? I swear it is. What is this? I'm going to report this guy. Fuck him. Sorry, I'm done saying the F word. I thought it was funny the first time. Now it's just crass and rude.
How far we've come since our early 20s.
Oh, I know. Our other thing that we did was kind of more mature than this is. I think that's about it then. That's it, yeah.
What were you just talking about?
No, the other thing, the special, the hidden thing.
Oh!
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was mature.
More mature and more mysterious. And yours for only $10.
Yeah, $10. So that's it. I don't think we have much more. That was our fun live stream. I'm just gonna see if we have any comments. Thanks, YouTube Guru, for sharing the video. That's very nice of you. Yeah, that's it. Anything else to discuss on the? Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of updates, so keep an eye out on the page, because yeah, we have some cool events coming. We have more perks coming.
We have a teaser coming.
A teaser coming. That's gonna be really exciting. We have maybe an announcement of another movie coming, possibly. Yeah, so that's good. Tune in, subscribe to our YouTube page. If you don't, if you don't have any money to give, just be sure to follow our Indiegogo page or share it, or pass it along in any way possible. Like our Facebook. We'll have a Twitter, we'll have an Instagram. So our Instagram. I don't know what you do for Instagram. I have an Instagram now.
Follow.
Insta follow. Hashtag Insta follow. That's it. I think we're good. Thanks, folks. No one has any comments. I'm just gonna check one more time. Looking right now. Bye.
Go back to the 90s.
What? Why? Who? Nope. Okay. Bye. Where do you stop?